Okay. Oh, model is not moving. Alright, that's not ideal. 1 second, everyone. Let's see what's going on here. Huh. Hello, hello, hello. Let me close that real quick. Sorry I'm a bit late. I am a little bit off today, to be entirely honest. Let's get the music going. It's a bit loud. Set it to loop. Make the model a bit smaller. Oh dear. Okay. Let's see here. Is that the right size? Go back into OBS. Okay. That looks to be in order. Hi, Gengar! I am a little bit bleh today, to be entirely honest. I have a bit of a headache. I'm feeling kind of tired. I did forget to plug in my iPad when I got home, because I just, had, lunch, and then, crashed and took a nap immediately. Oh my god. Oh my god, guys. You're never gonna believe this. Oh my god, the chat on screen is so delayed. Why is it so delayed? You're never going to believe this, guys. My grandmother is in the YouTube chat right now. My Nana is in the YouTube chat. Oh my god. Oh, we are seeing such a big delay on the chat on screen. Dubs? Okay. Hi Nana. So the chat on screen is just going to be the Twitch chat, cause you actually aren't allowed to show chats from other services, even though I have a thing that lets me see both the Twitch and YouTube chat. I'm not allowed to, show, and I'm allowed to talk to both. I'm not allowed to show the YouTube chat on screen. But there are other people watching on Twitch. I don't know if you have a Twitch account. There's rules against it because it's, they don't want to, encourage people moving to other services. They want Twitch to be, the main one that you're streaming on. Even though you're now, for a long time you weren't even allowed to stream on other places as well. I do also normally, I don't have it set up yet, but I normally have a, let me just get that real quick. I normally have a link pinned on the YouTube one, if you'll give me a second. Noisy, jumpy, don't enjoy it. The good news about that is I'm not, oh god, where did my mouse go? It's on the other screen. Okay, I found it. I'm not, I don't have I'm not like ad verified yet, so I don't get ads or anything. So it's basically the same stream on both places. Okay. Alright. Let me pin that real quick in the YouTube chat. Okay. Today's art. Okay, so the plan for today was, I'm trying to remember, playlist covers for, like, because it is fan art day. And I have, I think, at least 2 playlists for, the Riftdale Chronicles, or Tales from Riftdale, sorry, it's called both. The channel name is Riftdale Chronicles, but the name of the podcast is Tales from Riftdale. That do not have covers yet, that I have sketches for. Let me see if I can switch to drawing. Beautiful. Okay. Oh no, my pen. Every time. We're gonna have to hold that for a second. Let me, plug my pen in real quick. Unfortunately. Oh my god, wait. I just realized, the charger isn't plugged into the iPad either. Give me a sec. It has to go into the same adapter. Okay. That long chat has just revealed that my, oh. My thing is not mapped correctly to the note. It looks like it also needs to be longer on this side. Would you like to try to draw what you believe Chaos, Light, and Dark look like as people because they have human avatars? Not... I don't know that I'd have, like, major ideas as far as that's concerned. God, I need to make this sticky note smaller. I keep forgetting. But it doesn't match with the... Oh, wait, there's not actually a pinned thing. I can just make it bigger for now. Beautiful. I said, oh, I would like to see. I can give the personalities in Discord. Maybe. That's a strong maybe at some point. Okay. Let's... Hopefully the pen... Oy vey. It is one of those days. Okay. Let's get that plugged back in. Drawing tablet should be good to go. Even if it might not last as long today. Honestly, I'm just distracting from a very emotional situation that ended like 2 minutes ago, literally. Oh god, that sucks. I don't know if you wanna, talk about that in this situation. Oh my god! And Steve emoji. Okay. Is this something I've read, like the kids with superpowers? No. So, let me get back into the drawing program now. Tales from Riftdale is a new... It's not new, but it's new to me. Why is that upside down? It's a, new podcast, audio drama thing that I've been listening to. Nana needs to get a Twitch account. She might have one. I don't know. But it's a sort of, like, the best comparison I have is, like, Gravity Falls. The main character is, like, a conspiracy theorist who lives in a town where, weird things are constantly happening. And he runs, like, an illegal pirate radio broadcast where he, like, talks about all of his theories, and he's trying to convince townspeople that the, like, Men in Black style people in the town are up to something nefarious. But it's also funny because, like, a lot of the weird stuff is very normalized in the town. So he'll be, like, trying to prove that something weird is going on and describing stuff that us as the viewer know is, like, insanely abnormal. Like, for example, he has access to the, town's, camera, surveillance system, and I think it goes, I have access to the cameras in public, parks, squares, bathrooms, all the places where you've seen cameras around Riftdale. And, like, that's normal to him, but at the same time he's trying to prove that something weird is going on, and then you as a viewer are like, I'm sorry, the what? Where? Huh? Excuse me? What did you just say, Claire? They're where? Nana has Twitch, does not like it, noisy, jumpy. Fair enough. Yeah. I think that they're asking because they want to be seeing their chats. Why are we getting golem emoji? Or, what is that? Why is that here? What does this mean? But no, when she says kids with superpowers, I think you're talking about, the Bright Sessions. A lot of podcasts are named very similarly. There's the Magnus Archives, the Bright Sessions, the Riftdale Chronicles. Similar to Riftdale is Welcome to Night Vale, which is formatted like a local news station, except it's also set in like a town where weird stuff is constantly happening. There's no like conspiracy theorist or anything like that in that version. I'm seeing now that this background is asymmetrical, which I don't like because I posted it like this, but in the small version you can clearly see that it is farther to the left than it should be. Let's just kind of fix that for my own well-being, for my mental sanity. How's that? That looks the same. Maybe... I'm gonna go crazy. Okay. That's fine. It's fine like it is. Maui. Frantic dancing. Okay. I don't know what this means. But go off, I guess. Okay. So we have... this one... I'm trying to remember how drawable this actually was. I think if I move this hand to the left a bit. Could we get a spinning monkey? I'm sure Nana would love it. One. You get one because you asked nicely. Never again. Maybe again. Okay. Let's pull that up. Oh my god! She's here! I'm realizing now that from an outside viewpoint, the fact that your profile picture is that's very fun. No, shut up, Streambot. Guards, kill this bitch. Evaporate him. Thank you, Celtic. Doing God's work out here. Okay. I'm realizing that your profile picture kind of looks like a stock photo of an old woman. I know that's you, but it's funny. Just to me, this tickles my fancy. Yeah, that's a stupid view bot trying to make me pay money for fake viewers. One fake viewer trying to make me get more fake viewers. Like, anyone would want that ever. Alright, let's pause this real quick. This is Spinning Monkeys by Kevin MacLeod. Because for some reason, my chat is obsessed with Spinning Monkeys by Kevin MacLeod. Target down, returning to base. Godspeed, soldier. Oh my god! Nyx! Hi! It's so nice of you to drop in. My grandma's in the chat. Okay. My grandma's in the chat and we're playing Spinning Monkeys by Kevin MacLeod because my chat likes to make me suffer. Okay. I'm gonna let that play to completion and then we'll go back to drawing. Oh, my tablet, because I'm not drawing. Okay. While you're here, did you just switch between two different... Nyx, are you modded on both of these accounts? Or wait. No, you were on YouTube and now you're on Twitch. Okay. I didn't know the tune had a name. Yeah, so you actually, the playlist that I normally play is like public domain lo-fi beats that or they're not public domain, but you're allowed to just like play them. But Kevin MacLeod has made a lot of well-known stock music, and you do actually have to, like, you're supposed to credit him when using it. So every time I play it, I do have to be like, this is Spinning Monkeys by Kevin MacLeod. Let's see. Is there anything else identifiable? Oh, Sneaky Snitch is one that people tend to know, I think. You've probably heard this one. Makes most of the default tunes. Nah, only mod on Twitch. Yes, I thought that you were on a secondary account on YouTube. I missed the little symbol next to your name showing, or I thought you were on a different account on Twitch. I missed the little symbol on by your name showing that you were on YouTube. Yeah. So this is Sneaky Snitch, which you've probably heard. What else? Elevator music. So yeah, he makes a lot of stock music that's pretty popular because it's like available for free. So people tend to use it in like video games, YouTube videos, that kind of thing. Okay, let me put my stuff back on. Let me put the good stuff back on. Is the background of that pink, or am I going nuts? No, it's white. Okay, that's fine. I won't worry about that. That's probably fine. You got any functionality for bits yet? No, I do not. I also don't have what's the word? Channel point redeems yet. He gets paid well, I hope, because that stuff is everywhere. He has like a good amount of views on YouTube, but kind of the whole point of posting stuff like that is that people have access to music without having to pay for it or like pay for access to a library. Okay, let's change to the drawing one. Where? 2. There we go. Yay, yay. Channel points. So, yeah, channel points are the ones that you get for, like, free just for watching, and chatting. He makes the music to be used for that. Yeah, exactly. Same with, like, the music that I'm playing right now in the background. Kind of the whole point of it is that, like, beginner artists who don't want to, like, have to pay for access to a library, can use it as a resource. So, this cover, this drawing, oh no, my pen again. Okay. Let's maybe unplug the tablet for a second to plug in the pen. But yeah, the channel points, what were the ideas? I think there was something you could get to redeem that let you throw tomatoes that's on the list. Honestly, I might put spinning monkeys as a, bit or channel point reward. Just so that you guys, like, have something to do with them and, like, can force me to play it. I feel like that would be fun. Chat loves this idea. And then I think there's plugins you can do for text-to-speech. Now we're talking. You people are freaks. You're sick. All of you. You're demented. What's wrong with you? You sick fucks. We know what we like. What you like is spinning monkeys. Come on. Hee hee hee, evil smile. Okay. So I think that we've figured out what the first, like, audio redeem will be. I'm trying to figure out how many, because for channel points, I think you get, like, about 1,000 per, like, stream-ish. I think that's how many I tend to get when watching streams about this length. And that's assuming that you're, like, chatting a bit and, like, getting the bonus points as well, I think. So, assuming... Right now, there's, like, 4 of you. So, making it 1,000 channel points would mean, like, 4 in one stream. Or, like... This seems like a lot. Okay, real talk, are you guys getting channel points? How many do people have at the moment? What's our channel point economy looking like? Not right now? You don't even get to collect them? That's ridiculous. I had 700, but now I have 0. How? What? Your channel points are dissolving? That's ridiculous. What the heck? Okay, sorry. Let me actually do a little bit of drawing while I'm talking to you guys. Let's see. I think I'm just gonna go with this sketch and then size it up. So, the character playlist that this is for is I don't see them. The first stream I earned 700, but now I'm down 2. What the heck? Now I'm down to 0, sorry. I don't see them. They would be on the bottom left. That is wacky. We should riot for our channel points back. I don't know that I can give them back. I don't think I can give away channel points. Let me do a quick Google search on that. That's weird. Yeah, I have no idea why that happened. That's weird. No, not the signs again. Guys, please. There's only so much I can do. I did do, like, so many sketches for this. So we have, this version, which is, like, the wrapped sandwich. This one, which is, like, it up close. This one, which is it being cut. An alternate sketch of it being cut where I hadn't figured out the hands yet. The sandwich, like, by itself. And then I think the first one I did is down here where I was trying to figure out Aiden hands, but then it was weird. So what I'm drawing is a playlist cover for a character playlist. Because it is fan art day. So I'm drawing a playlist cover for the character Mike from Tales from Rifdale. I love this character. He's hilarious to me. He's a supernatural eldritch being who is perceived by everyone around him as being completely average and forgettable, and also perceives himself in such a manner. But he like causes weird things to occur around him. He canonically works at Subway. And let me here. If you give me a second, I can try to pull up a picture of him. Mayhaps. It's Tad Strange. Kind of. Isn't one of Tad Strange's lines like, I love bread? Repeat the name of the source one more time. Tales from Rifdale. You can find it on the YouTube channel, The Rifdale Chronicles. It's a podcast. It started as like a YouTuber doing like lore things in between normal style of video, where he would like dress up his characters and stuff, and then slowly introduced lore. My viewing, I listened to the podcast first, and then went back and listened to the like older videos, which kind of solved a lot of the mysteries retroactively. Like, there's some characters who ended up in Rifdale and they don't really remember how, and then it's revealed in the videos. There's a character that you hear about off screen and you're kind of wondering about, and then you find out about her through the videos as well. So I would heavily recommend. And also there's like a twist that's only a twist. If you like haven't watched the videos, otherwise you already know that it's happened. So I would really recommend podcast first, then go back and watch the videos, because I think it's funnier like that. I wish I was completely average in literally everything I try. I mean everything. So do you mean like medium skill level, or like the skill level of the average person? Because I feel like, yeah, I'm average at rocket science. Could be pretty funny. Medium skill level. Yeah, exactly. See, that's what I mean. That's what I'm saying. Like, you know, I'm like average at flying. I'm average at telekinesis. I'm like okay at it. Yeah, you know how it is. But yeah, that's not quite average. Flight was why. Exactly. Yeah, it's kind of a different concept from being like average at things, but I understand exactly what you mean for sure. But yeah, how is it described? Oh my god, Celtic. Actually, no, I'm mediocre at teleporting. That sounds actually okay. If I was mediocre at teleporting, I would never try that, because you'd end up like stuck in something. I feel like you'd be like, oh man, I'm stuck in a wall again. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like being mediocre at teleporting could actually go poorly for you. Like, yeah, I'm a teleporting hobbyist. Don't do that. Don't be a teleporting hobbyist. I'm mediocre at being immortal. Again, that sounds bad. Are you like slowly withering away into like a skeleton, like Lich style? I would not want to be mediocre at being immortal. This sounds upsetting to me. Alright. So, Tales from Rifdale. Where would this be? I just want to pull up like a quick picture of him to show you guys. Connected to air... No. Just don't... You better not. Oh no. I'm gonna have to unplug it for a second because it's being weird. You wanted to tell me something before I became a weirdo about this stuff. Yeah, so specifically the way that his powers are described in the podcast is that he is a, like, he constantly causes a, like, switch, but he, like, causes, around him, he causes, like, a flux between chaos and normalcy. So, if people interact with him, they may, like, get strange abilities or, like, go weird. Like, he's the one causing the weird things around town. But then he also, interacting with him can make things normal again. So that reminded me of you because of the, like, when we were talking about elements and you were like, one of the elements in my setting is, a mix of normal and random. I think they literally use the word chaos to describe what he does. So I felt like having them sort of combined into one force very much reminded me of the, like, elemental system you were talking about in the last stream. So he's the average guy from Psyche K. I don't remember that character from Psyche K. Quite possibly, though. Let's see here. There's the screenshot. Now if I can just copy that. So, you know, he's a completely normal guy. Talking to him does make people just go, and then their, like, eyes turn into, like, pitch black voids. Like, soulless black eyes whenever he tries to talk to people. So he's kind of a lonely guy. But, you know, rather than it being him, he ends up equalizing his own luck. And this older guy does it for others. Or this, you know, this other guy? Okay, yeah. Basically. So yeah, he does show up a little weird on camera. You know how it is. But other than that, he's pretty much a normal guy. I think everyone's pretty neutral about him in general. You know, pretty normal. A little weird. Yeah, he shows up a little weird on camera. He does also have this kind of weird thing where, like, for some reason people are constantly forgetting his name. I don't know. But you know, he works at the local subway. Which is the local subway is a major plot point in the audio drama. Which is I kind of love that. I'm gonna eat your hands? What? What? Hello? Or you could not. Maybe. What if I asked nicely? What if I begged for my life? Oh, nice. My webtoon updated. Oh, yo. What webtoon? Or, sorry, you have reading to do. But, you know, if you want to tell me about that at some point. How do you feel about the new There's what? They did, there are new Procreate brushes? Am I using one? Is this one old? Where are the new ones? How do I know which ones are new? Oh, you've already read it. Okay. Yeah, yeah, share a little about the, I'm using the old library. Oh, it's literally labeled Classic Library at the top. Oh, sweet Mother Mary. Holy Toledo. Okay, do they have the old ones up here as well? They do not. I can recognize immediately. Narrander isn't in pencils. What about inking? Okay, so there's not a way to look at both of them at once? Or, like, you'd have to manually combine them into one new library? You have to switch between libraries, but you can't, but you can customize. So yeah, you'd have to, like, if you wanted one with all of them, you'd have to manually do that. Okay, let's take a little look at the new Procreate brushes, guys. New Procreate brushes alert. Okay. How does that work with colors? Ooh, it's like blendy. Are you blendy? You are blendy. That's like, there's like purple bits in there. Oh my god. Wowzers. Okay. Shining bronze. Wow. Okay. The webtoon I'm talking about is called Return of the Runebound Professor. Oh wait, I know this one. Yeah, I remember this one. That's about the guy who, he's like dying and then he goes back in time. One of those ones. it's starting to get heavy into family political drama. No? He doesn't go back in time. He's like, is that the one about the guy who's like in the woods and then he is like dying a bunch? Oh, he doesn't go back in time. No, he just respawns a bunch. Because he leaves dead bodies everywhere when he dies. Yeah. He has like a respawn thing. And he feels it every time. And it also doesn't help because there's like, one of the monsters in the woods is like a shapeshifter thing. Like a doppelganger. For like the rest of chat who doesn't know. There's like, it's like there's a monster woods right outside of the magic school he teaches at. And they, there's one that's like a doppelganger thing, and they, like steal bodies and like pretend to be people, and then they'll like sometimes like go crazy and attack people and try to eat humans. And then, no, I'm gonna share, man. Look, they've never heard of it. I don't, I'm gonna share. So he's leaving his corpses all over the woods because he's like, he gets stuck in a really high level place trying to escape. Highly recommend trying out oil paintbrushes. Oh, for sure. I'm going to be looking through like all of these. That's part of what's going to be happening. Definitely. But he leaves them everywhere, and a shapeshifter ends up possessing one of his bodies and pretending to be him. And then he has to be all like, oh yeah, I invented a new magic technique where I can like clone myself. And he like makes a deal to like feed the monster if they don't like, and like not kill the monster if they work as his like double. Like in Cardcaptor Sakura when she gets the like illusion card and uses it to pretend like she's still in her room while she's doing like magical girl monster fighting. He's doing a pretty job at summarizing it. So the main thing is that he's like a horrible teacher, with, I think he gets like amnesia or something, or he's either isekai'd or he gets amnesia. And he's like a horrible person with like 2 students in a rundown classroom, and he never shows up to class. And then he gets lost in the woods while trying to fight an overpowered monster, and gets a new ability that lets him like respawn, which isn't really a thing anyone can normally do. And it has a pretty like unique magic system where everyone has like unique runes in their soul that they can like level up that do certain things. And generally speaking, the houses in this setting have their own like books of runes, because you have to like focus on the runes and like already know how they're shaped and stuff, or like create them in order to use them. So people tend to keep their runes secret, and like rich houses tend to have very nice collections of like runes and unique signature magic spells that only they can do. And he gets his hand on like a type of rune that isn't really like his. So they show them like they show him like in his soul and like symbolize what the runes look like. And the like one that he's using to revive is like huge, and like really powerful. And I think it's sourced from like a god you're not supposed to be able to like get one from. A guy named Noah ends up dying, waits his turn to get into heaven, and heaven gets destroyed by a big evil god. Oh, right. Yeah, he's not supposed to get reincarnated like he does. His soul is set adrift between realities until he gets into the body of the teacher who died in the woods. Yeah. So it's not an isekai where he's like reincarnated into a comic he's been reading. He gets reincarnated into a magic system from just like a different fantasy world. But yeah, he was in line to go talk to God and like get his soul judged or whatever. And then a different god shows up and they start fighting. And he gets the god's like blood on his soul. And it gives him the magic abilities after he gets sucked into the new body. After that, he's trying to figure out why the new vessel died. Yeah, I think he figures out that he was like poisoned or something. I think, if I'm recalling correctly. But yeah, it was a pretty interesting read. I dropped off at some point, but he's basically trying to hide the fact that he's not the original guy, and then be actually a good teacher to his 2 students, and deal with like the horrible, because he works at like an elite school, and he's trying to deal with like the horrible class system as well that all of his students like have to deal with, because I think his students are like, peasants, and a lot of the people at the school are nobles. Please, someone else read it. Read it. It's so good. Yeah, it was a pretty fun read. Would recommend. Okay, brushes. Kingfisher. Okay, that's. I feel like I already tried that one. Or no, I think I was using Tanglefoot. Digital. Whoa! What? What the? Oh, wow. That is neat. Look at that. Oh, I had a brush, I think, in a Clip Studio that was like this. Where it's got the really thick lines, so the turning, or the really long lines, so the turning does that. That is cool. I wish I could hop on stream and explain myself. Using words verbally would be so easy. Look, someday, okay? Eventually, it will happen. We're doing this, dude. We're making this happen. Again, I feel like I had a brush that did something like this in Clip Studio. This is a good brush for, like, shading, I feel like. And, like, adding texture. Albatross. Whoa, groovy. Eucalyptus. That's kind of like the one that I'm using now, but a little more uniform. Street art. So I'm guessing that's going to be spray paint style brushes. That brush looks like the thylacine one in the classic library, the acacia one. Which one? Oh gosh, was that down here? Oh, acacia. That might be what it is. There might just be one in Procreate that does that as well. That also tracks. Ooh, I like that. The dotted line. That could be useful for, clothing texture. Homestead. That is a grid. Okay. Again, useful for texture. That actually might be useful for me because I like to do paper textures on things. Kind of looks like, a notebook. Like a grid notebook. Franklin. Ooh, I was gonna say that kind of just looks like one of the ones, like the main, No, this is different, isn't it? Wow. Okay. I can dig it. Very nice, like, variable thickness. Dragon Heath. I guess you could use this for, like, clothing texture again, maybe? That kind of thing? Patterns on something? Okay. Ooh, there were some like this in the other Procreate selection. I don't think they were quite that, variable, though. I don't think you could do that thing you can do here where you make the circles bigger and, like, can make them bleed into each other a bit by increasing pressure. That is neat. Also, whenever the guy, what sucks is that the webtoon is an adaptation of, I think, a graphic novel or a light novel series, and I can't find any pictures of the runes to make an OC. Dang. That sucks. Also, whenever the guy does it, it physically damages his soul. So theoretically, he can only die a limited number of. He only has a limited number of revives before he completely dissolves. His soul heals over time. Yes, this is true. He can't. When he first does it, he's dying a whole bunch because he's trying to get away from like super high level monsters. But he later finds out that it's actually like it like cracks his soul every time that he dies. So he needs to like not be doing it constantly. He can't overuse it or he will like just his very soul will wither, like fate worse than death style. The brushes are pretty good. I agree. These are neat. Lark. Not really my style. Watercolor. How do you guys... Whoa, okay. Whoa, whoa. They've got blending. Do they blend with each other? Dude? Hello? What on earth? Gouache? Okay. Alright. Oh my god, wait, look at that. Hold on. Look at it looks like a brush stroke. Like it looks like a paintbrush. Whoa. Okay. And then these ones are like more canvasy, rougher. Yeah, okay. I see. Oh, because they're pastels. Okay. Markers, so these ones are more square. And again, they have a little bit of like the bristle of like... Okay. I like this one. I'm a big fan of rough, like a nice blend between like the rough edge but still a smooth line. Like not too blendy, you know what I mean? The main character's weird-ass god rune is one that he can draw power from to split runes into their core parts, specifically fused ones. Yeah, you're typically, I think, not really supposed to be able to like easily split runes like that. It itself isn't what revives him, it's the poisoned drinking gourd. Yeah, Oh, by the way, he was poisoned, and he's trying to figure out who poisoned him also. You just can't. Yeah, you're not supposed to be able to, like, split runes back into their core runes. So he has, like, an additional ability. Ooh, that one is nice on the side, actually. He has an additional, like, core ability. To how he uses the magic system that he doesn't really have a place to learn how to, like, do properly. Because it's not supposed to be how it works. Okay. Now I have to decide if I want to use one of these instead of the ones I was using. No, what I was seeing people talking about was, the new Procreate Dreams 2. The animation version of this software. They finally added the select tool, so you can, like, copy and paste stuff properly now. And then they, like, fully changed how the timeline works. And now I'm trying to decide if I, like, want that, because it also, like, I have Toon Squid right now, and Toon Squid is good, except the main, like, falling point for me is that the brushes just aren't as nice as the Procreate ones. Like, Procreate has a very nice thing where it has pressure sensitivity, so you can, here, let me demonstrate. You can change the thickness of your line by drawing, by pressing harder, but it also has, angle sensitivity. Like, if I pull up a pencil one, this will be more obvious. So, pressure sensitivity, angle sensitivity. So this is me, like, drawing, like, with the brush flatter against the canvas, and this is me drawing with less pressure. And Toon Squid doesn't have as complex of a detection. Like, most softwares, like, even my, drawing tablet that's my monitor, it has pressure sensitivity, but it doesn't have angle sensitivity like Procreate does. And Procreate Dreams has the entire, Procreate brush library, and it has the same level of, like, they work the same. So I'm trying to decide if that's a big enough sticking point, because brushes really do, like, when drawing digitally, at least for me, they have a big impact on my workflow and, like, how quickly I can get things done, and, like, how nice my art is even sometimes, I feel. Like, I don't know, sometimes just certain types of brushes make it easier for me to make a polished piece than others. Yeah, okay, I think I'm gonna go back to the old library, because I'm very into that brush right now. What's it called? Drawing, Evolve. I'm very much like Evolve right now. He has a cheat to play test combination for the perfect runes. Right, yes, because normally you can, combine them and you get a new rune, but you don't know what the new rune will do. You have to, like, estimate based off of what the combined traits of the two runes are and, like, what their skills are. But he can, learn a rune, combine it, see if it does something good, and then remove it, and, like, reverse engineer, like, what traits will transfer, that kind of thing. So normally you kind of get one shot, and you can even, like, you can ruin a rune if you combine it with something bad, and now it's just, like, a worse, less useful rune. But he doesn't have to worry about that, because he can, just combine runes and then see what they do. Also, you don't combine only two runes, you combine a bunch of them. The main one I remember is he combines, like, a wind one and a fire one, though. So he does combine, like, two, right? It's a chemical thing. Yeah. Yes. He combines 2 greater wind runes and 2 lesser ash to make pyroclastic resonance, something like that combination. Okay. Yeah, I'm probably, yeah, that makes sense. I 100% am misremembering then, because I have not read this comic in a while. No, actually, let's make that curved. I like have to go back through and draw the okay, hold on. You have let me scroll up here. Okay. Where did we start? Here. I mean quantify, not quality. He combines 2 greater wind runes and 2 lesser. Wait. I love the system, but I don't have the images of the runes, so I can't do anything with it. I like have to go back through and draw them out on reference sheet just to have for myself. Yeah. I kind of hate when it's hard to get like proper reference images for something. That was kind of the case with when I was drawing clairvoyance on the last fan art stream, and then I was trying to find a reference of his hat. I did later find a it's just not popular. Yeah, exactly. I did later find cuz he just wasn't in frame properly like to see the top half of his head like that. I did later find one and confirm that it's basically just like a garden gnome hat. Like it's just kind of like that. Or sometimes it's folded like a fucking like this. Because I guess he just doesn't know how to do it properly. To be fair, he didn't go to school, so, you know, not really on him. Right, if the rune had name, not an image, it might be hard to keep track. Yeah, it's also, like Celtic was saying, because it's a webtoon, so it doesn't have, like, a huge fandom with, like, a fan wiki or anything that you can reference. If you want, like, source images and everything, you're gonna have to go through everywhere and find them yourself. There are images for it, but there's no like Google images for them. There is a wiki listing names though, so I can see what exists. That's good. At least you do have something to work with. But yeah, it sounds a bit grueling to like go through each individual page of the comic trying to see if you can find good pictures of the full runes. Gotta go to like episode 3 to start and draw what has appeared. Ash, wind, fire, combustion. I forgot he needed to add a seismic rune to make pyroclastic resonance, but yeah. Oh, right, isn't it like a, oh god, I can't even really remember what it does. Jeez. I can explain, smug grin. Okay, girl, do it. I don't know what you're grinning about. Just do it, dog. wizard I read about today let gold dust out of a jar. Everyone who touched it caught fire and burnt all the way to ash. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. I was just listening to a song called, oh, what was it called? So it's by the artist Cone Poem, who also made hit song Evil Fucking Wizard about killing a wizard because he's turning all of your chickens into rocks, but then you turn into you steal all of his shit and turn into an evil wizard, and the cycle continues because then you turn a peasant's pigs into stones, and then he comes and kills you, and then the cycle continues. The endless evil wizard cycle. And in addition to having that song, Evil Fucking Wizard, I just checked his channel, yesterday. Let me pull it up. What's the new one called? He recently released a song called The Sound That Cooks You Alive, about an evil audio developer who makes a noise that creme brulees, poaches, roasts, grills, that sort of thing, anyone who listens to it. And then the government seizes it, and then it accidentally gets leaked, and then they have to make a new sound that uncooks you when you listen to it. Sorry, just reminded me of that. Okay, and then he uses sound waves to manipulate ash and increase the temperature. He can basically create a cloud of hot ash through seismic vibration, and then he gets an eternally smoking pipe as a source of ash. And currently he's looking into possible instruments to use in tandem with this rank 2 rune. Did he also make Wizard Fight? Yeah, that's the same song, or the same artist. The one about the two, Wizard Fist Fight? Yeah, that one. About the wizards who aren't supposed to use, they're getting into a no magic fist fight, and they're not supposed to use any magic, and then it turns out that they, have been wizard doping, both of them. One of them is using potions, and one of them is using, a strength spell. Yeah. And then there's also, The Grinder, a song about worshipping a meat grinder, which is about, an eldritch meat grinder that shows up in a town, and everyone has the compulsion to feed meat to it. And they're, grinding people up. And then Rambling Gambling Skeletons, which is about, skeletons who invade your house and gamble with you. And to beware, because they will steal your organs, I think it was. Anyway, beautiful artist. I'd highly recommend checking out his stuff. He doesn't have too many songs out right now. It's, and don't look at the, don't look at the second and third most recent videos. Just ignore those songs. If you check out the channel, just ignore those ones. We're not talking about those. We're talking about, Evil Fucking Wizard. Or Wizard Fist Fight, if you prefer. Whatever floats your boat. Oh man, I accidentally paused the stream. Yeah, I don't think you can play YouTube and Twitch at the same time on mobile. Oh, oops. I'm not trying to open that. I'm trying to... There we go. My dual chat in OBS flunked on me. Like, it crashed. So I have to, I had to go to, like, the site for the double streaming thing that I use to stream on YouTube and Twitch at the same time. And look at the chat from there. Everything else is working fine. But they just don't want me to be able to see both chats in OBS. I have YouTube and Twitch both open on my PC. Yeah, it's important for me to be using the like one that shows me both feeds and not just looking at the like Twitch chat from the display that's like on screen, like the little sticky note one, in case anyone shows up in YouTube, so that I don't like miss their comments or anything, or especially in case like a spam bot or anything like that shows up in the chat, because that would be no good. And you know, I'd have to deal with that. Like, if it were to happen, I'd have to be the one to like go in and get rid of any of that. Beans? Did something happen? Or you just mentioning them because you're a fan? Is that what's happening here? Is this our next topic of discussion? Okay. How do materials... Or no, hold on. Let's adjust this a little bit more first. Okay. Now let's look at some references for how things sit on the inside of a sandwich. And the pen went on me again. Yeah. Oh, my model is frozen. Oh dear. Oh, it's crashing. Oy vey. Do you have a moderator for YouTube? No, not at the moment. My mods for Twitch are, people who I, like, know beforehand. And I honestly don't get, viewers on YouTube. Like, I don't think anyone has come into my chat organically through YouTube. I've only had people... Let me restart my model, because it hates me. I was the reason you started streaming to YouTube, but I came here, so there's really no reason for it to be up right now. It can be a good way to get, to funnel viewers, and it doesn't... Like, now that I have it set up to stream to both, there's no reason to ever be, like, not really. Let me reopen my model. Gosh. Jeez Louise. And, like, it is a good option for if anyone, like, for example, Celtic for a second there, like, couldn't be using Twitch. So it was useful to have. Because I saw people saying that you don't tend to get, like, new first-time viewers crazy often from Twitch. But honestly, it seems to me like people are more likely to click on a low view count, like chill, like, quiet stream on Twitch than they are on YouTube. So, you know. But I still want to have the option there. But yeah, no, I don't really have any mods on YouTube, but I do have the ability to delete messages because I don't really have any, like, viewers on YouTube at the moment, so it's not like a oops. There we go. It's not like a huge concern. Not like a pressing thing. This is the first time I've seen a novice. This is the first time I've seen a notice for you on YouTube. Yeah. I've streamed, I think, maybe like 4 times. Yeah, open options are better. Or, how many... I don't have a huge backlog of streams on YouTube. I've streamed like a max of 12 times total. But now that I've got like the whole restream thing set up, all I really need to do is like draw out a thumbnail for YouTube every time. Which I just have like, at the moment I'm just using like one thumbnail and then I just like change the date on it. But yeah, my parents are also subscribed to my YouTube channel and we're also talking about how they saw the, I think recording of the live on their like feed afterwards. Which I just think that's funny. Let's see. Yeah, this is the 4th stream on YouTube. And honestly, you might have just missed them because I tend to start at 9 and I don't know how often you're just like scrolling YouTube at 9 or if you'd be getting notifications for that, because YouTube doesn't like giving notifications every time that someone you're subscribed to starts doing something. I don't know why. They hate us, I guess. You know how it is. I kind of feel like I should put something weird on the sandwich, but I'm trying to decide like what or how I'd want to like warp it or anything. Yeah, I'll go look for the others. They're not all gonna be crazy. They're kind of, so I think listening back to like long form live streams can be a little weird. Because of like a big portion of this style of it is, like talking to chat as you do it. Especially with like the ones I do on Saturdays are like the interactive like game night ones. So like for that one, I think I'm not doing much for a lot of it other than like the occasional doodling and like looking at what other people are making on the like shared canvas thing. This song is dope. Mayo. I've been watching Foundation on my PC, so I've missed stuff. Well, yeah, you'll be answering chat and I won't see. Yeah, oh dear. That, again, I'm noticing from the long message here that the chat on this screen is not cropped correctly. Every time. And then I have to remember which button I press to make it bigger in the right way. Or I guess smaller in the right way. Dang. But yeah, you can, generally speaking, ignore this. Generally speaking, I do try to, read out chat messages that I'm responding to. I don't think I'm doing it every, like, time yet. But as a general rule, that's part of why, is so that viewers who, like, are listening but maybe not watching at the moment, because people like to put on stream sometimes for, like, background noise or that kind of thing. They, like, need to be able to, like, know what you're saying, or especially if it's, like, you have 2 chats, and there's a chance that someone might not be able to see both chats. But yeah, when I said I was thinking of putting... First of all, I'm not entirely sure how you would make mayo visible on this, like, perspective of a sandwich. But also, I was more referring to, like, because he's got the, weird, like, eldritch thing going on, I was trying to think of, like, I don't know, some sort of weird distortion or something on the sandwich, maybe? But yeah, I like these characters. His whole thing is being completely normal. Well, see, that's his thing, but he's also like a timeless being who causes people's eyes to turn pitch black whenever he tries to have conversations with them. Like, turns hot dogs into literal flaming hell beasts that people are magically compelled to pet. Like, is incapable of being remembered long term, and will sometimes like mention and like say words that aren't like, oh, with the secret ingredient, and then just like insane distortion and stuff. So he does do weird things. It's just that he has like a cognito hazard style like effect where he's perceived as average. And like people are like, yeah, I don't even remember what his face looked like. He was just so average. Like he's not really noticeable. And he seems to be to an extent under set effect himself. I just noticed at the bottom of my computer screen there is a notification called Jason Momoa fed us ... What did Jason Momoa feed us? And I can't find the full article. Jason Momoa fed us. That's great. I love this news. I love eating. And now it's changed to the weather. Right. Love that. Quick search answer is Hawaiian comfort food. Yeah, see, this answer makes sense. But it was funny to me that like, I don't normally get news pop-ups on my PC. Not that I have them turned off or anything, but it tends to default to like the weather and stuff instead. So I thought it was funny that there was like just a little thing down there that just saying Jason Momoa fed us. Oh wait, I just got Celtic, was that the song you were talking about earlier that had like a little bit of like techno Mary Had a Little Lamb in the end of it? That might have been happening the whole time and I just didn't catch it. That's the fun with yeah. Beep boop beep boop beep boop beep. Yeah. That's the fun with public domain or like free use music. It just had a techno version of Mary Had a Little Lamb. And Zippy's. Now I have to see what Zippy's is. It's buffalo chicken. Hey. Now I'm kinda maybe I should... I feel like we might have some chicken in the fridge left over. Because we got some last night. I already brushed my teeth. I don't know. Now I'm craving it. Let's see. I feel like you could use one here. Anyway, you guys should listen to Rifdale. It totally doesn't end on any kind of cliffhanger, like it last updated 4 years ago style, anything. You should like listen to it and get invested in like the characters' arcs and everything. And then like talk to me about how like satisfied you are with the ending of the podcast. The one that sort of like, you know, ties up all the... We could do a watch party stream. Maybe. It's a very like small podcast. So the thing with that is the guy who made it streams regularly on Twitch, and if I were to do that, I'd feel like, because I know that I could do this and could possibly get an answer, I feel like I'd need to like reach out to him and ask if he'd be okay with a watch party. Because it would be for the podcast section, like there are, like I said, there are videos at the beginning that are videos. But at the end it would be more of like a listen party where we'd want to be like doing something else in the background, since it's just audio. And so I definitely like have to like reach out and ask the guy, which is kind of horrifying, I think. God, the way that like sliced meats sit on sandwiches is so... I don't like drawing it. It's inconvenient. I wish that sliced meats were more uniform. The monkey's paw curls. I don't... But yeah, we might do a, I guess we could do a watch party of like the YouTube video ones. Maybe. But even then, because like, I know that he is the, like, it would be possible to reach out and ask. it would feel kind of like, even if technically you're like allowed to do like commentary content on stuff, it would feel kind of impolite to not reach out and ask. Okay. Lettuce? I have very slimly sliced. Good sweet Mother Mary. Thinly sliced. It's the name of my new D&D character. Slimly sliced. Or, I can't even say it like that again. Slimly... whatever. It's fine. Ooh, you know what? I don't have terribly much to do tomorrow. I can see about getting some of that stuff set up, like the Twitch plugins and everything. So that I can have them in time for like the next interactive stream. Cause like a bunch of well, not like a huge amount, but I feel like more people popped in than normal for the magma, like more first-time people. So I'm thinking we might end up getting more for the, what's it called? Oh gosh, Jackbox on Saturday. Although I will also say, I'm a little bit more concerned about like the impact of like griefing or like weird people showing up to play the games for Jackbox than I was for Magma. Because for Magma, it's like not a huge deal. You can just like kick them. But I feel like people might have more time to make something for like, with the way that a lot of the Jackbox games are formatted. Jackbox, the game? Okay, so these are, I don't know if you're familiar with, oh, what was the original called? Hold on. So it's a, so on Saturday, I do things that the viewers can, like, interact with. So Magma is a drawing program where, like, everyone shares one canvas, and you all have, you know, like the layer panel here where I can draw on different, layers. You all can make your own. So it's like everyone draws their own little doodles. Oh, you're familiar with Jackbox. Yeah. So specifically, I do, or I haven't done them yet, but I'm going, but, on Saturday, I'm gonna be doing one. I have party packs 1 through 5, so I'm planning to be doing the, art-based ones, but I'm, a little antsy about letting, like, first-time viewers do it, or, like, letting anyone from chat just pop in, like, whoever gets the code first. So, I'm thinking that what I'll end up doing is, like, prioritizing people who I actually, like, have seen and, like, trust, and, like, whispering the codes first, or, like, you know, like, DMing them through Twitch. Because I also think we might end up getting some people to show up who were in the, Magma last week, maybe. So I think that I would want to prioritize, like, people who are interested there first, and then if there's, like, slots left, maybe first-time people, so that I don't end up getting flooded with a bunch of newbies and have higher risk of, like, ruining a run because of some weirdo. Whispering would be safer. Yeah, exactly. Just because I wasn't thinking about it too much when I did the Magma. Like, I did take precautions against griefing, but I also didn't end up getting any, and, like, if someone ends up drawing something weird on a Magma canvas, it's not a big deal, since I'm drawing on, like, my own little part of it, and then I can, like, what I did was I had it open, on my, like, secondary, like, on my computer browser as well. so that I could see the whole canvas on the computer and then the small bit I was drawing, which would let me like see something was weird, delete the layers, and like kick the person without even having to like look at it on the stream. Like I could see it on the other canvas, just in case. But with Jackbox, everyone would be taking turns, and their things would be like the main thing on screen. Which would be, I feel like, a little easier for like griefers to show up to be like the focus of attention or whatever. I don't know. That's why people grief, right? It's for attention. Like, if we're being real. Might not be able to make Saturdays, interactive. So if I'm not there, could you please draw PJ Daniels at some point somewhere? Yes, Gengar. I will carry the mantle of PJ Daniels. In fact, let's do a little PJ real quick. My son. I honestly kind of love him. I feel like he's turning into a little bit of a channel mascot. To be entirely real. Lady upstairs is finished singing I'm going to bed. Good night, Nana. Okay, have a good night. Thank you for stopping by. Ah, no wait, there we go. Aww. I love you too. Thank you for stopping by. That's okay. Yeah, she also follows me on Blue Sky, which I don't mind. It's nice to like have her like seeing my stuff and all that. But it did not occur to me that would occur initially, because I showed her like an animatic that I made on YouTube, and then on said YouTube account it links to my card, and then on my card it links to all of my other socials. Which is how all that happened. So I do sometimes forget that she can. What a wholesome Nana. Yeah, she's the one who I was telling you guys about. I completely forgot that I'd talked about her, and I didn't even bring up. I literally talked about her last stream. She's the super Hulock Nana. She's the super Hulock Animal Crossing Star Trek Nana, and I didn't even mention. I just love flexing because I'm like at least like 3rd generation nerd. Like my family is awesome, dude. Because my mom also writes like short horror stories and stuff, and she likes like vampires, and pirates. Like if you guys have seen like What We Do in the Shadows, or she got really into Baldur's Gate when it came out. And then my dad does like mini painting in D&D. Well, I say D&D, but he actually prefers Pathfinder. And then one of my sisters has taken the mantle of being really into Danganronpa in middle school. So I was like obsessed with Danganronpa at that age, and now she's hit middle school, and like the clock struck 12, and she's playing Danganronpa. Which I honestly I'm not entirely sure what to do with. It's like a generational curse. Like how I was into I got into Homestuck after my dad got into it like years and years and years ago. Like we spread them around like diseases. We sneeze all over each other's interests. Put her on a little bit of Ace Attorney, she'd love it. She does. Yeah, no, she definitely does. I think she's played some of it. Cause I know we all watched the anime together, like me and my sisters. But I think she's actually played one of the games, which is more than I can say. But she most certainly does love Ace Attorney. Let's do a layer of cheese. Can I remember what all of these things are right now? Okay, these are gonna be tomatoes. Then this bit right here is gonna be purple onion. This is ham. Yeah, we're good, it's fine. I can remember how everything used to be colored. No issues here. What a goated bloodline. Yeah, it also... Oh god, wait, hold on. Let me see if I can remember. Okay, so my other grandma also likes Doctor Who, and she read Twilight. And then I think it was one of my great grandfathers, or no, my grandpa's brother, so my like great uncle, I think. So this would be like a little bit before most nerdy hobbies would be available. But he found a way. He was big into radio broadcasting. Like he would he like talked to astronauts and like truckers and stuff. So he found a way to be like not just a nerd, but specifically like a tech nerd with no like computers or anything. Or like no internet-y stuff. Like, to be honest, with the selection as wide as it is, I'm a bit surprised that none of us have ever gone full, train lover. I've gotten a little close. I was, I think the closest call we've had was there was a period of time where I was obsessed with the Pokemon characters, the subway masters, like the ones who run the subway station in black and white. And they are like train characters. And part of the reason why they're popular in Japan is because people love trains and they're like a mascot for that as far as Pokemon is concerned. But I didn't end up actually going into like the actual train element of that, so I think I'm safe. I think I'm fine. No, wait. Okay. Then the other hand. Ugh. Where did the charger go? Oh, wait. I just remembered, that I had a, the thing from last stream. What was it? Oh yeah, here it is. I did end up finishing it, and then I said, we could look at the, speed draw for it. So let me pull up so that you guys could, like, look at the finished version of it. Ooh, it came out so well. Isn't it? Isn't it horrible? Okay. Let's see. Time-lapse replay. Yeah, it was recording. So it is, I am gonna say, like, flashing warning. Oh my god, I looked away for like 30 seconds. Yeah, we're looking at what I drew last stream. Yeah, flashing warning. It is gonna be like, because layers may be turning on and off pretty quickly. So just be warned of that. But sorry I couldn't be there last stream. I'm never gonna, like, it's not, they're not, like, precious, you know what I mean? I mean, like, they are. It's, but if you can't, like, they are, like, nice and everything. But if ever you guys can't show up or can't chat or whatever, that's not, like, a thing, you know what I mean? It's not like there's never gonna be, like, another opportunity to do it, or, like, especially for people who I know outside of Twitch, it's not like we aren't gonna, like, talk in other contexts and everything. Oh no, you used the frowny face and it turned into a Twitch emote? Oh, that's so sad, dude. That sucks. You know what we need? We need a custom sad emote. Someday. Okay. I don't know how to tell you this without utterly devastating you. Well, I don't know what you're gonna tell me, so neither do I. And that's me getting distracted and messing with the hair emote. You forgot Firefly Scar. Oh my god! Why didn't you point this? What? Oh my god! Oh my god. We could have a line of Cricket and Firefly emotes. Oh, no, okay. Oh my god. I normied him. What the hell? It's so cursed. How did I not? That's funny because at the beginning I was thinking about how much of a pain it was to draw the first time and how like I don't like drawing it because I'm not good at it. And then I guess I just forgot. I like willed it out of existence because I didn't want to deal with it. To be frank, he was always kind of a regular dude. Why did it? Oh, it closed. Okay. I don't know why it's... I can't believe I forgot, dude. What the heck? This is sick. This is twisted. I love seeing your drawing process. Thank you. Yeah. I've been, I feel like I've gotten, not in this drawing necessarily, but I recently realized that I had kind of rendered a drawing. If I pull up this one. Which I couldn't really tell that I had done over much. I was just like, oh, I'm just like drawing and accenting things until I like, hold on, until I flattened it and suddenly realized like it looked flat and then like it had like over here as well. Like when I remove it, I'm suddenly like, oh, that's a flat and this is a render. Like as far as my style goes. Oh well, guess you'll have to spend another stream redrawing it again. Maybe in a year. I should draw my version of the Firefly and Cricket thing. Nix, listen to me, please. No, you'll blow mine out of the water. I can't handle that. You could post your time lapse on YouTube's you could post your time lapses on YouTube, perchance, possibly, potentially. That is, yeah, I've been thinking about using them for, cause with the, like, auto time lapse that Procreate makes, they only go to, like, they're very fast. So, generally speaking, mine aren't gonna be longer than, like, 5 to 10 minutes. So I'd either have to start like recording through this like capture tool that I have and recording on OBS, or I'd have to probably like post them as shorts or put multiple in one video. So I was thinking of maybe posting them as shorts with some background music and then using them as like background footage for longer form videos. Oh my god, wait, I just remember. No, I saw that and then got distracted by all this other stuff way up there. You asked me about background art, didn't you? Where is it? Are you good at terrain art / scene shots? If so, would you like to make reference art to some Ultra Kill stuff I have? I'm not great at it either. I can do it if properly motivated, but it's gonna be, I think, of a noticeable variance in quality. I'm big on making like gradients and stuff. As you can see in these, I'm big on gradients and abstract shapes for my backgrounds. Wait, I just realized I think Celtic, you saw it on my Tumblr, but I did add another drawing to this one. Yeah. He's a little baby. I love this guy. That is Clairvoyance. That's Agent Clairvoyance. That's Claire, my beloved. He's the main character of Riftdale. He's the main character, by the way. My little scrungly. I want to do ultra kill art, but I'm not confident in my environments. Steal them. Take screenshots. Or no, you do physical art though, like traditional. Yeah, my advice would have been like the style where people like draw with like Minecraft art as the background, where it's like you take screenshots at the right angles. But you use paper and pencil, yeah. So my advice other than that would have been to like use a larger screen and then like trace over that kind of reference shot. But you need like a bigger screen for that. And I don't know if you how often you have access to a computer. For real though, yeah, screenshots and stuff do wonders for references even with physical art. And the nice thing about video game screenshots as well is that if you have the game, you can go in and take them. So you don't have to be all like, oh, I'm tracing over someone's like photo without credit or anything. It's like, oh, people know that I'm drawing Ultra Kill. And I took the screenshot myself and got the exact like angle that I wanted for the character and everything, like to draw the character in this place and everything. I would do that if I had the ability to play Ultra Kill right now. Yeah, see, that's what I was saying, is the PC access thing. Okay, let me... I think I want to move you downward a little bit. Rose, why are you so good at drawing sandwiches? I had a reference of... Okay, first of all, hold on. So, I did go through... This is the first one that I drew. Look at this monstrosity. And then this one. And then that and that. So, like, I did a bunch of, pre-draws. And this is also the same thing, but, like, longer. And then I also am referencing very heavily this specific reference image. Next question, why are you good at drawing hands? This I can answer, because I'm fucking awesome. I mean, like, yo, hold on. Look at this shit. Are you seeing this? Yeah, you remember in high school I went through that phase where I like for a while was like upset like drawing like my own hand because I was like, whoa, I can just draw my hand whenever I want. And then I went kind of nuts. Like, look at this pose, dude. Are you seeing this? Hello? I slay. I kick ass at hands specifically. Hands I'm proud of. If you can't tell from the fact that I have so many of these like sketches that are fully hand focused. This is my pride and joy, is that I can draw hands. Okay, anyway, Rose, I'm taking you hostage for your knowledge of hand anatomy. Okay. So, hand anatomy is, this thing, okay? When it's at the side, you add this thing here, next to the pinky. And then, if it's from front, you add these guys with, like, very light shading. You don't want to overemphasize that bit. And then again, if it's from the side, then when erasing, you want to keep sometimes this bit here right under the hand. And then thumb. I say I'm really good at hands, but I also sometimes forget one of the joints in thumbs. My Twitch crashed. Now the audio is slightly funky. Can anyone else verify? Is this happening to other people as well? Oh dear. I might be able to, like, turn the mic on and off if that's a thing on my end. No, like, my Twitch crashed on mobile. Okay, sorry, yeah, you said it, that the audio was funky though, and I was, like, worried about that being a thing. It's important to remember that you don't always need to add this bit when drawing hands, or when drawing thumbs, sorry. Thus concludes... Oh, also, when transitioning into the arm... Fuck. Remember the fact that there's the little... Fucking... Okay. And... arm... This bit. Again, not always, but sometimes. Realizing this advice might not be quite as useful to me as I thought, given I do a bit more realism, but the style helps. True, yeah. No, I have a very, not even, like, not cartoony necessarily, I guess webtoony style. So my advice is gonna be related to, like, how to simplify shapes a lot of the time, as opposed to, like, how to get that, real hand look. It has hit 11. I don't have to be up early tomorrow. And I did take a nap earlier, but, I might be staying up really late on Friday. Rose, show Nix my drawing of Ao Zephyr to prove hand detail. Okay, let me pull that up. Watch the stuff start buffering again the moment I open up Discord. How are you guys feeling? Would you be up for like another hour, half hour, or do you think it would be about time to like turn it in? Let me pull this up. Oh god, which one was AO Zephyr? Shoot. That was the wind guy, right? Sorry, ignore that. That didn't happen. Weathered old man. Yowzers. Available, but I might do some vintage story on the side. Oh, yeah, no, yeah, for sure. I'm just, because it's getting pretty late, so I didn't know if anybody was, like, getting ready to head to bed or anything. Anyway, okay. I need to rename my, OBS labels. I have, so, this one is called drawing, which I feel like it'd be more accurate to call it like frame, because it has the outline around everything, and I can put things other than just drawings inside of the frame. And then I have this one, which is called Too Close, which I never use. And then this one is called Start/End Close-ish, but I also have ended up using it as an in-between when I'm pulling something up on the iPad. And then we have the Void. This one is just called No Frame because I could put anything in the background there. A damp towel could end him. Good God. That's kind of visceral. Or not visceral. What's the word I'm looking for? I can't even... I don't know. Yeah, I have no idea. I lost it. You should try to get different model frames for leaning up and down, leaning down and rummaging to set up, or a bi-wave. Yeah, so I would have to cut, hold on, let me flip through what I have. So I have smile, drawing smile, normal, doo-doo, angry. I'd have to cut some, or go through the thing where I remake the model in a different software. Which, I mean, I guess I, like, bleh. And then I have to set a bunch of new keys for the bi-wave. Okay. That one would be, hold on, actually, wait a minute. About the bi-wave, I'd have to figure out where to fit, I guess, probably on the left side. Have you ever used angry? Yes, the angry are essential, I think. Because you need to be able to... I haven't been switching a lot at the moment, but I think in the long term, if I remember to use them, if I start remembering to use the emotes in general. Well, I have this one, and then... Where's the other one? There. I feel like it's essential to be able to get angry at your chat, to be entirely honest. I think getting angry and deeply depressed. Hold on, let me pull up the... by the things that your chat does are kind of essential parts of the live streaming experience. But that's just me. I don't know. You need a Dark Souls level angry for one. I don't know what that means. I can extrapolate that it's a high level of angry. But I have no point of reference for what a Dark Souls level of angry entails. Evil Aura Goblin Slayer. I like how you've never used the angry PNG during spinning monkey combos, which implies you secretly enjoy spinning monkey. It doesn't. It implies that I never remember to use my emotes. Like, look, see right now I'm on default smile instead of drawing smile. I never remember to switch them. I also don't have the, I need like a physical, like, paper somewhere on my desk that has like a cheat sheet for what all the numbers are. So that I can remember which one's which for hotkeying and not have to flip through them to get to the right one. I do not. Yeah, let's go with that. I love spinning monkey. Spinning monkey enjoyer here. I love it when you guys play spinning monkey. It's such a good thing to play in the middle of my nighttime lo-fi chill drawing streams. Anyway. IDK had to clip Gengar do it. Oh god. Clip it. Okay, if you say so. Now, is this line here ham or another onion? I think it's ham. Is this ham or onion? The question that everyone asks on a regular basis when looking at things. They're just so similar, you know? Oh, you made it into a... Hold on, let me... I can click on this. Oh my god. It looks horrifying on the, on the chat. Oh gosh. On the mini chat on the sticky note, because I have it, first of all, I have smoothing to make the text like a little bit rounder, but then I also have white color keyed out so that it has a clear background. So it just looks like some sort of abstract like blob. That's, I don't know if I like that, to be honest. Yay, first channel clip is Spinning Monkey. Fuck, wrong one. God, I ruined it again. Thrilling stuff, truly. Ooh, you know what I can do without, making new, like, without having to figure out, like, new emotes for the model is, making costumes. Like, alternate versions where it's, like, dressed differently or something. I need to find more people who do combat roleplay stuff. I feel like there has to be a Reddit or something for finding people for that kind of thing. Right? Like, there has to be. Reddit, really? Look, it's a, like, you go to the Reddit and then people link to, like, a Discord server or something. What do you want? Like a forum? Reddit is a forum. I have standards, Reddit is a cesspool. That feels like a huge general. Okay, I'm being defensive. I should back off. I don't even post that much to Reddit. I should not. This should not be my hill to die on. It's a bad look. I'm reevaluating. And then the white edge, like there. That's the ham, and then the tomatoes. I guess I'm going to draw Mallow and Beelzebub in the same room. Have fun with that. Or do I draw one of your pink to purple freaks? I refuse to answer this question for you. I think I've been over this. This is a you thing. I have no responsibility here. You've seen my art now. You've seen it. Pick who would be best, please. Praying emoji. No. Suffer. Ha. And then a lighter gray. Okay. That's... So I still need to add the other hand. The paper at the bottom. Then the background would probably be right about there, maybe a little higher. No, lower. There we go. And then starts up there. What's your favorite kind of sandwich? I like Cuban sandwiches. Like the, oh god, what do they have on them? Fuck. Let me look up what's in a Cuban sandwich. God, I can't remember the exact. Okay. It's, pork, ham, Swiss cheese, pickles and mustard. And then it's, pressed. So it's like all melty and squished together. I called it in my head for you. Have we talked about Cuban sandwiches before? Have I eaten them in, like, I don't know. I'm not sure we've ever discussed this before. It feels like something that we might have, but I honestly can't remember. Yes, you have not discussed it, but I just clocked it because of a specific thing that occurred. Okay. Mine's like multigrain bread, turkey, chicken, Roman lettuce, thin layer of Dijon, provolone cheese, sharp cheddar, toasted with mayo, unbreaded, side until crispy. Steamed to melt the cheese, served with pickles and chips. That sounds kind of amazing. Yeah, no, that's fire. Other than, okay, let me take this question a little more seriously though. Other than just Cubans, doing a little bit of a deep dive here. Let me think about this. I also I'm an appreciator of grilled cheese, specifically in the context of making one to go with bean and bacon soup, and putting a little bit of what's it called? Old Bay in the sandwich, like just a little. Breakfast sandwiches are pretty amazing as well. You know, like eggs, grilled cheese. Specifically, not just like a plain grilled cheese, like specifically in that context. And I have normal sandwich answers as well. Breakfast sandwich, like, bagel, egg, bacon, and what else? Oh, cheese, obviously. And pickles. And then, I also like BLTs, except, what I really mean is that I like bacon. Because, whenever I order, like, there's this one place I go where you pick, like, when you're ordering online, you pick the type of sandwich and that's the meat that you get. And I always pick the BLT just so I can get the bacon and then pull off the, like, I like, when I'm putting it in, I, like, remove the tomatoes from the list. So it's technically a BLT, you know, according to, like, the internal stuff. That usually is, I think, bacon, lettuce, obviously pickles, and then it's a bacon sandwich with the with the drippings of tomato and the breath of lettuce. No, the lettuce is important. There must be lettuce for the, like, balance of it. It needs the lettuce. Lettuce is not optional. Because without it, it would be too meaty and, like, cheesy and too savory. You need a little bit of lettuce in there. Oh, onions as well. And then sometimes, I think the place I go to also offers, like, the, like, spicy pickles. I want the Trex burger, 16 Wendy's patties stacked up high. What? Is that... How do you fit that in a mouth? That... How do you... Are you, like, unhinging your jaw like a snake? Are you, like, eating it short ways, like Shaggy style? Like, starting at the bottom bun? That's upsetting. I have no idea what bubble base is. I don't even know what we're talking about here. Not like a snake. Like the dwarf from Artemis Fowl. Again, reference completely over my head. It's SpongeBob. Oh my god, wait. Gengar doesn't know. My parents didn't let me watch SpongeBob. My parents didn't let me watch SpongeBob, and now, now they don't remember why. Like, I told my mom that, like, I mentioned that around my mom at one point, and she was like, what? That was a thing? I think it turned out my dad actually was the one who, like, didn't like it for some reason or another. I think he still remembers this being the case. Okay, we're doing a SpongeBob watch party next Tuesday. No. We're not. Absolutely not. That, I'm a bit frightened by the idea of, like, what people would come into that stream. I'm not showing up for that. Exactly. Yeah. I'm a bit nervous about, like, who, like, if any would be, like, watching that stream. And there goes the iPad. And we are actually at 12:02, so that is just about perfect timing. And I was just about finished with that as well. Like, the drawing was pretty much done, except for, like, the background. Okay. Still talking about SpongeBob. They're rehashing the old episodes nowadays. Oy vey. Okay, so I think that we're gonna call it here for the night. And then the next stream will be the game night on Saturday. So thank you all for coming in. God, adjusting this again. It was really nice to talk to you all. Yeah, it was really fun. I'm gonna go rot now. Or you could, like, go sleep or something. Perchance. Please. Thank you. Good night, everyone.